Now children, we will talk about the last topic of the chapter, electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction. So children, whenever we are talking about the electromagnetic induction, it is the process, or we can say simply Michael Faraday performed an experiment, a simple experiment to show that an electric current can be produced in the closed circuit without using any cell or battery, but by moving bar magnet towards or away from the closed circuit, right? That means Faraday did an experiment in which what he done, he take basically a coil, right, and the two ends of the coil he connected with the galvanometer only. Galvanometer used to detect the amount of current in the circuit, right? And what he done, he take a bar magnet, right, and he moves the bar magnet, right? That means one time in very first step he moves towards the coil. He moves bar magnet towards the coil. So when he moves bar magnet towards the coil, he observed that there is some deflection in the galvanometer. And when any galvanometer shows some deflection, that means that there is some amount of the current is flowing in the circuit, right? In the second step, what he done, he take the same coil, connected with the galvanometer, right, and he take the bar magnet. Now the movement of the bar magnet is away from the coil, away from the coil. Again he observed that when bar magnet is moving away from the coil, there is some deflection in the galvanometer, right? And in the third step, what he did, he put the coil as well as bar magnet stationary, right? There is no relative motion between the coil and the bar magnet. So when both the things are stationary, then there is no movement in the galvanometer, right? So what he observed, what he concluded from the above observation, he concluded that when bar magnet moves towards and away from the coil, galvanometer shows some deflection, and deflection in the galvanometer shows that current is flowing in that circuit, and that current is defined as induced current. That current is named as induced current, right? So current produced in the circuit is named as induced current. Induced means with the effect of another, with the effect of other, right? Induce का मतलब क्या होता है, किसी दूसरे के इफेक्ट से. नाउ यहाँ पे जो करंट जनरेट हो रही है उसके लिए हम सेल और बैटरी यूज़ नहीं कर रहे हैं. वो जो करंट प्रोड्यूस हो रही है वो दूसरे के इफेक्ट से, दैट मीन्स विद द इफेक्ट ऑफ द बार मैग्नेट मूवमेंट, बार मैग्नेट के मूवमेंट के इफेक्ट से प्रोड्यूस हो रही है. दैट्स वाई दैट करंट इज नेम्ड एज द induced current, right? Now this electromagnetic induction phenomena is defined as like the phenomena of producing induced current in the closed circuit or the coil by changing the magnetic field, right? जब हम इस बार मैग्नेट को मूव कर रहे हैं तो क्या हो रहा है, इससे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड चेंज हो रहा है. दैट मीन जब आप टुवर्ड्स लाओगे तो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड स्ट्रांग होगा, जब आप अवे मूवमेंट करोगे तो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड धीरे धीरे वीकर होता जाएगा, राइट? सो उस चेंज से, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के चेंज से क्या हो रहा है, एक करंट प्रोड्यूस हो रही है सर्किट में. दैट करंट इज नेम्ड एज द induced current, and that whole process, that whole phenomena is named as the electromagnetic induction, right? So when there is a relative motion between the bar magnet and the closed circuit current coil, then there is some current is induced in the coil, and this phenomena is known as electromagnetic induction, right? Now this electromagnetic induction phenomena, right, this basically on some factors the amount of induced current depends, right? That means the number of turns in the coil. The larger is the number of turns in the coil, the greater is the इंड्यूस करंट इन द कॉइल, राइट। जितना ज़्यादा आपके पास ये कॉइल में टर्न्स होंगे उतना ही ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग फील्ड जनरेट होगा, राइट, या स्ट्रॉन्ग करंट जनरेट होगी, करंट इंड्यूस्ड होगी, राइट। स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ द मैग्नेट, राइट। सेकेंड थिंग इज द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ द मैग्नेट। स्ट्रेंथ फैक्टर्स हैं, फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग इंड्यूस्ड करंट, इंड्यूस्ड करंट। नंबर फर्स्ट हो गया आपके पास नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स, नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स इन द कॉइल, राइट। तो जितने ज़्यादा नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स होंगे करंट उतनी ही ज़्यादा इंड्यूस्ड होगी। सेकेंड इज द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मैग्नेट, राइट। एंड थर्ड वन इज द speed with which magnet moves, right। जितनी ज़्यादा स्पीड से मैग्नेट्स का मूवमेंट होगा उतनी ही ज़्यादा आपके पास करंट इंड्यूस्ड होगी सर्किट में, राइट। अब नाउ हाउ विल वी नो व्हाट विल बी द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द करंट दैट इज इंड्यूसिंग इन द सर्किट। आपको पता है आप मूवमेंट करवा रहे हैं, करंट भी जनरेट हो रही है, बट इसकी डायरेक्शन को हम कैसे पता करेंगे। करंट की डायरेक्शन को फाइंड आउट करने के लिए वी यूज़ द फ्लेमिंग्स लेफ्ट हैंड, फ्लेमिंग्स राइट हैंड रूल, राइट। यहाँ पे आपके पास आ जाएगा फ्लेमिंग्स राइट हैंड, फ्लेमिंग्स का राइट हैंड रूल, फ्लेमिंग्स का राइट हैंड रूल states that if we stretch our right hand in such a way that first finger, central finger and thumb are mutually perpendicular to each other, then first finger, or we can say forefinger, will gives us the direction of magnetic field, right. The next, the middle finger will gives us the direction of the current, and this thumb will gives us the direction of the motion, right. So with the help of the, right, so with the help of the basically right hand thumb rule, sorry, Fleming's right hand rule, we can find out the direction of the induced current, direction of the induced current in any circuit. Now here two things are known: motion, direction of motion is known, and direction of magnetic field is known. Now what is unknown? Direction of current is unknown. That means if we stretch our right hand in such a way that, right, so if thumb will point the direction of the motion, forefinger will gives us the direction of the magnetic field, so this middle finger will gives us the direction of the induced current. So with the help of the this middle finger direction, or we can calculate, we can find out the direction of the induced current in any of the circuit in which current is inducing, right children. So thumb will gives us the direction of the motion, right. Forefinger will gives us the direction of the magnetic field. So middle finger will gives us the direction of the current, or you can say induced current, right children. So this is all about the electromagnetic induction phenomena and the rule with which we can calculate the direction of the induced current that is induced in the circuit, right children. So that's all for today. We are having this much of the topic in the chapter magnetic field effect of the current, right. So that's all for today. Thank you.